Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of 4400 Season 1, Episode 2. If you were new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you're returning, you're one of my peoples, welcome back. So, we don't have any comments so far, but it seems like a few of y'all have come to watch these reviews, and I do appreciate y'all for that. So far, so good. We on episode 2, and I am enjoying it. This episode, we see some more people get more powers, so we're here for that. Now, since Shanice, was able to escape the last episode, the guards, they are putting in more security. They're taking away the piano. They're taking away all the good food just to punish the people. And there is one guard on there. I don't know his name, and I don't want to know his name. I don't even care to remember his name. As far as this point going on, he gonna be evil guard to me because he is just being unnecessarily mean. But anyways, lady from IT, she comes in. She was like, she got all this clearance for this job, but she didn't know this is what she was coming into. It was like, what is going on? What's good? But when she was looking at the footage from when Shanice escaped, she lets Agent Keisha and Agent Jarrell know, she seemed surprised that the door opened, and she just used this opportunity to escape. It wasn't no plan or anything, but like they're trying to figure out exactly how did she escape, exactly how did these people just like been gone for all these years in return. Nobody has any questions. They're thinking logically, and at this point we got to throw logic out the window because nothing explains people from the 40s, the doggone 50s, 60s, 70s, late 80s, early 90s, 2005, 2015. These are all the years that the people, there's probably further that all these people around the world, these different decades disappear and now return at the same time. Now, I'll be thinking, something amiss is going on. That's where I would have been going. Now, Claudette, she wants to test her powers even further. Like, yeah, LaDonna didn't cut my arm, leg, and all that stuff, left, right, up, and down. She wants to see if she can break a bone and if it's gonna heal because if one of the guards get her, and she rough her up and maybe she can escape and get some help, she gonna heal real fast. Now, LaDonna, she's not trying to do any other type of, harming nobody. She ain't trying to do that. So Claudette uses some reverse psychology on her, and LaDonna breaks her finger. It looked gross. It looked disgusting. Her doggone finger, it bent all the way back. Not a little bit back, but like all the way back. And I tell you, I seen this elderly woman's finger like that, and I think hers had more to do with what's it called, arthritis, because her finger was like back here. It bent like back that far, and I was like, it's some things you shouldn't stare at, but like I couldn't stop looking at it. I was like, oh my goodness, that looks painful. But she was just sitting there like it was just a normal day. So she's testing out her powers. Now we find a little bit more about Isaiah. That's the pastor. I'm trying to get these names together, y'all, and I am so proud of myself that I actually went back and looked at people's names so I can get them together. No, I'm not gonna do that for evil security dude. He gonna be evil security dude from henceforth. He was a pastor and he was set to take over his family's church. The problem is he had fell in love with a young lady. They got pregnant, but she wasn't in the church. So he's trying to figure out how is it he gonna be with this woman, them get married, raise their baby, but still also be in the church when she's not in the church. Now something about his daddy, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Because when he goes to tell his daddy that he is, he's found someone, he's in love, and he wants to be with this woman. Once the daddy finds out she's not in the church, he was like, "No, you can go out here and sow your royal oats all you want, but you got a job, you got to be here." And another thing is, Isaiah don't like the fact that the daddy got this ring on his finger. and the rain costs more than what most of the church members make in a year. And he's like, that just don't seem right. The daddy talking about some, this is what God has ordained for us. Like God wants you to be living good, but your parishioners gonna be living below the poverty line almost. But they faithfully bringing in their tithes and offering every week, and you over here living lavish, and they living like they living. And he wasn't really feeling that, and he didn't so much as agree with the way his daddy was talking. And I agree with him. Now, at one point, Agent Keisha went over there to Logan's house because she figured if she goes to Logan, then therefore Logan can talk to Shanice and figure out where things is going on. The problem is Mariah, their daughter, was listening on the. Daddy was at the front porch talking to Agent Keisha, so she just got on her phone and looked at the rain gap and heard what they was talking about. Now, Shanice tried to explain to him that I don't know what happened. A few days ago, I was leaving for work, and then they say no, I was getting knocked to the ground. There was a green light at one point. I don't know what's going on, but he don't think it's a good idea for her to see Mariah. And I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, I was like, that would probably be helpful for her to see her daughter. Yeah. Now, Mildred and Hayden, that's the young man who didn't do much talking last episode. A young dude named Noah, he was up there eating this particular snack that Hayden liked. And he's like, where'd you get that from? And he was like, once, before they took all the food away, he grabbed some. Well, Mildred, Hayden, and Noah all was sitting together, and they went into the room, and Mildred exposed her powers like, hey, I can do this. They was in there eating the snacks. And one of the guards who was nice, didn't get his name, he came in. Noah was singing the jingle to the particular snack that they was eating, and the guard was just like in like almost like a trance, and he was like, I wonder what my powers were. And when he got to singing, I didn't notice it at first because like that guard, he's always nice, so I didn't think anything of it. So when he was like, yeah, the snack, and then when he stopped, the guard was like, hey, you guys, you got to put that stuff back. What are you doing? And Mildred's like, sing some more. And the more he sung, the more the guard wanted the snacks. It's like he wants all the snacks. So we find out whatever he sings, he can control the non-returnees. Now Isaiah, he been trying to get back to Bell's Isle because he lost his daddy's ring there. And we've seen some flashbacks to where he was going to get engaged to the young lady he was in love with. They were set to meet at a bar. He was just going to turn his back on that ring that was going to help them live. And he refused to put it on. But when he went to the restroom, he was zapped away. So the young lady was probably thinking, yeah, he gave up on me and our child to go be with the family. But it's like if she had went to the church, they would have been like, or the news would have been like, yeah, preacher missing and all that other stuff. But this is late 80s, early 90s, and they didn't have surveillance cameras like they do now. But yeah. So agents Keisha and Jarrell, they decided to take some of the returnees to Bell's Island. Hayden, the young dude who doesn't talk much, he decided to stay back, and I thought that was weird. But he was like, he can't go. He don't want to go. And I was like, something is up with him. I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing, but something's up with him. Well, Isaiah starts to preach. And as he's preaching, Noah gets to singing a lullaby, putting agents Keisha and Jarrell, just making them go to sleep. And the next thing you know, Isaiah starts floating. Now, I forgot the fact that, Mildred has this ability to do things. I just thought he was floating it on his own. And as he's preaching, he's like, I just wanted to show the beautiful gifts of Sister Mildred and Brother Noah. And everybody's in ooh and all. Dr. Dude with the part, he was in all of what's going on. Claudette, now, I don't know if it's Claudette that got in my head these last few episodes. It's only been 2 episodes that I've seen. I'm going to watch episode 3 either tonight or tomorrow. But I don't know if it's what she said or is it she just hating because I guess she thought she was the only one with powers and I guess she thought she was going to be able to lead the people. Because I guess before she, was, I don't want to say abducted, before she was, snatched up, you know, back in the day, she had to follow behind her husband and she had dreams of better things, to lead the people. She couldn't do that back in the day. She thought she was going to be, the person that was going to lead them. But here go Isaiah over there preaching the word and all that other stuff and everything. So she was like, he's a dangerous man. I don't trust him. Within a week, he gonna have them people eating at his hand. And I was like, I don't know because he sure enough decided to I don't even care about finding the woman that I love and our baby. This is what God has wanted me to do. So I know on the 44, the original one, it was one particular man. He kind of went, some of the people, they wasn't exactly all the way right. They had some stuff going on about them. But yeah, I'm glad they're focusing more and more on what's going on. Well, agents Keisha and Jarrell, they beat up and they're talking. I was like, what happened to us? Like everybody fell asleep. Well, the attorneys act like they fell asleep too. But Keisha had her her little camera on her. But the thing is, when she fell asleep, it kind of fell to the ground and they didn't see anything. So it's like nothing must have happened because everybody got on like a house arrest bracelet and everybody came back. So nothing odd would have happened. But Jarrell was speaking to Agent Keisha and was like, he was like making a clock or drawing a clock. And he said that's something him and his brother did. One would start off the clock and add a number, and then, one of them, the next one would come behind and add another number. And right when the show was about to go off, as he was leaving one of the rooms, he seen the start of the clock with the number 1. For some reason, I think Hayden got something to do with it. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but that's where it's leading me. Because he said last episode, tell Jarrell that Maddie Monty is okay and he's sorry for what he done. But now I'm like, I need to know what's going on. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch it tonight because I already got our kind of people and what's it called, the Oval tonight. Yeah, and it's already 7:30, and I gotta get this episode together and get myself together. So yeah, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment below. Oh yeah, at the end, I think that Dr. Dude with the part, he kind of sweet on Shanice. He is. He was like, he's still in that mind frame from he back in the day. So, he ain't gonna be pushing him like, hey mama, what you doing? He not like that, but he seemed like he kind of liking Shanice. But when Shanice went back to her room, her daughter was standing there. I'm like, how did she get in? Security. But anyway, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day for $4.99. Make sure your notifications are on to my beautiful Facebook video. You can click on it, you can like it, and share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.